damn camping noobs!
Welcome to the second bonus, and actually the final video I'm making on Boshy. So we're gonna go here, and what this video is basically about is, it's just, you can skip this one, you don't have to watch it if you don't want to. It's just basically, I'm gonna go over all the stuff that's, all the areas in the game, and talk about how much I hated all of it. I'm gonna be showing. I'm gonna go for some of the bosses also. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be a long. This is probably a long video. I don't know. This is unscripted, so I'm probably gonna be a rambling mess. Okay, so I'm gonna hold on. Okay, so first off, we had World 1, which was actually not hard at all. Even on hard mode, it was pretty easy, all things considered. It was Prehistoric 2. It was a pretty fun world. Wasn't nothing too challenging. First we had the spider who came in and made everyone's ears bleed. So, but then we had nothing too hard. Then we had the first boss, which was Hello Kitty. Let's go for this intro. What did I do to the intro? I forgot. I messed with the tuning thing, and I don't know how to fix it. What the hell did I do? But Hello Kitty's the first boss I'm always gonna play as Dark Boss if I ever play this game again, which is a no. I don't want to play this game again.
I hate Hello Kitty. Fucking creeps me out.
Yeah, it's Hello Kitty. Nothing too hard, even though I suck at this game. Wait, make sure I didn't spawn at a teleporter, because then I would flip my shit. I don't want to go through the entirety of World 2 again. We'll get to that. We'll give a few more solid attempts. God, one more attempt, and then we'll go to the next thing. Okay. So the World 1 wasn't really too bad. I just suck at the game. I have not played it in a while, and I do not remember any of the strategies for half these bosses. You beat Hello Kitty, and then you go, and then we made the World 2, the Kirby world, and that was on hard mode. That took a long time. There's some screens in it that was just a nightmare, but I pulled through. And then there was the first mini-boss, which was... If this is the first mini-boss... Nope, never mind. But, yeah, then there was Krakow halfway through it, which, friggin'... That was annoying. World 2 is also... probably the longest world... one of the longer worlds in the game. But, yeah. Then you make it to the end, and then there's King Deity to greet you. Who is just Simon Says. It's literally just follow what he does. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, but then you beat that, he dies, and then you fight the next boss, which, this boss was fun. It took a while. He had way too much health on hard mode. I'm not playing this on hard mode because I'll explain later. Let's go for the intro. Everything's gonna be messed up with the music. So, I don't get the down forward punch spam technique. Oh, I didn't expect it. The music thing was... Yeah, Ryu took a couple hours. I mean, mainly because he had way too much health on hard mode. He has 150 on normal mode. And I think that means he has 225 on hard mode? I don't know. I forgot how stupid some of the attacks were at the beginning at the random. Yeah, I'll see if I can get to a specific part of fight. I'll give it one more I'm just gonna give it one more shot, because this walk, it was just annoying. But yeah, Ryu was quite the challenge. I'm kind of annoyed about the music right now, but it's not really the end of the world. Then we had World 3, which I don't want to think. That world had the first half of the world, because the first 3 worlds I did on hard mode. The first half of the world was it wasn't even hard. It was actually pretty easy. But then you get to the second half of the world, and then it's just terrible. It's the Cheetahman world. I don't like the Cheetahman at all. I want to. I'll get to that when I get to that part. But yeah, the Cheetahman world was painful. But before I go to the boss of the world, then there was the secret boss, Kappa. I mean, that boss I did on easy mode. It took half an hour. It should not have been too. I probably could have done it on other difficulties. It's just that I didn't feel like it. So Kappa wasn't really too bad for me because I played on easy mode, even though it shouldn't have taken half an hour. Then here's boss 3. I hate this boss, Mario. I legitimately hate this boss. This boss was the biggest turn off when I played it on hard mode. It was just too much, and I couldn't take it. I legitimately lost I legitimately went crazy with this boss. Oh, this is dumb. This is bad. This is bad. One more shot. No, we'll get to that when we get to that.
Here I come! Gotcha! Dun, 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 dun. Lucky! Lucky! No problem!
But yeah, Mario is my least favorite normal boss in the game. Mainly because of all the pain I've had from it. Which is the main reason why there was no Boshy videos for like half of 2016. 15, not 2016. Can I... Whatever. And then there's the Hammer Brothers, which, screw it. I just don't know what to say about this, besides it's dumb, and I hate it. There's 3 phases to the Mario fight, and no. Screw the Mario fight. Okay, but I did beat it on hard mode, eventually. Then there's World 4, the VVVVVV world. And this is, I'm gonna be completely honest, I did not like how my attempt at World 4 was. It was mostly cut out, World 4. I mean, I'm not going through it again because it was a disaster. But there was multiple reasons about World 4 that I don't want to talk about. But the main reason, which I'm gonna say, that world hated my recording software just so much, and it was legitimately painful. And also, it was kind of long. And there was this at the very end, the part that's supposed to be like the Very Vinci thing, you know, you go all the way up and then all the way down. No, I don't like that. And then there was the Gravitron, which, oh boy. Then there was boss of World 4, which... It's a nice boss. 230 health? What? I didn't know it had 230 health. Shit. I think this boss has the most health in the game. But yeah, also the main reason why the hard mode save, main reason why I'm a little annoyed about the hard mode save file is because for some reason, for some unexplained reason, it was deleted. Actually, the amount of health he has makes a lot of sense now. 230, which means on hardest difficulty he has over 500 health. Okay, fine. Then, yeah, World 4 I would redo, but I don't want it. Because I don't like that world. Which is sad, because V is one of my favorite games. You know what? Then we got to World 5, which was the Wario Land world, which minus the first screen, was a pretty enjoyable world, and actually not that hard too. But it wasn't long. It was fun. And then, you know, all good things must have something bad about it, and the bad thing about this is Boss 5.
You're too slow. Too easy.
Sonic, he has 105 health, I just realized. I did not realize he had that much. I'll show you. But yeah, Sonic was at the time, was the hardest boss in the game. I mean, if I got to one hard mode, he would definitely be worse than Mario. But, I mean, difficulty-wise, Sonic's harder. In my opinion, I hate Mario more, though. But...
You're too slow. Too
It's just... Why? It's just stupid. It was too hard. It was really difficult. It took me a span of 4 days to beat this boss. And you know, it's not fun. Well, I didn't beat him. I'm not gonna beat him on camera again. I did it once, I don't have to do it again. Then we got World 6, which was Castlevania. It wasn't awful, but it was pretty hard. There was a lot of moments in Castlevania world that were dumb. Like the first, like you save, you're so happy you beat Sonic, and then I got stuck on I got stuck on the first screen, like the first save, for no joke, 2 hours. I'm pretty sure it was 2 hours. It felt like 2 hours. Oh man, I don't like that. Then there was the part with the Simon Belmont chase, which don't like the beginning of that. The first jump was awful, and then no, that was pretty bad. The Gradius part wasn't. I liked the Gradius part, but that doesn't mean it was easy. It took a while to figure out. I mean, it's random, and I didn't understand how what worked at the beginning. When you finally understand it works, it's actually not that bad. It's just, you know, it wasn't fun. And then also forgot there was secret worlds in World 1, the Mario one, fine. Then there was this secret one in World 6, the Pokemon one, which was also good. It was a little hard at one part, but other than that, it was pretty easy. So then we get to the boss, which was the Skeleton King. I can't even. Yeah, I should be good at that, but of course I'm not. Okay, but then you gotta bring this. I never understood the health thing. It says 160 out of 100, and then it says 160 out of 160. Skeleton King was actually, I like this boss, but it had way too much RNG to it. Like with the bouncing skeletons. I mean, yeah, that bouncing skeletons with mixture of fireballs at the very beginning is one of the big RNG factors. It wasn't the biggest RNG factor of the fight. I just want to get to that part once. This attack with these fireballs is the main reason why I hate this fight. Not hate this fight. I actually like this fight, but why this fight was hard. Well, you know, Skeleton King took a little while, like maybe about an hour and a half, 2 hours. It wasn't even close to the worst in the game. Then we go to World 7, which is actually a double world, which I have a lot to say about World 7 thinking about it, which was the Mylon Secret Castle and the Metal Gear Solid area, but it's just called the Random World. I mean, the Mylon Secret Castle part wasn't that bad. I mean, both halves weren't bad. It was just one select moment from each half was unpleasant for each of them. And the part for the Mylon Secret Castle was what friggin' count. And that part, there's a few annoying jumps in that. But that wasn't that bad. Then there was this friggin' spike corridor near the end of the Metal Gear Solid area. I hated that part. I still hate it. Which is the reason why I never wanted to go through World 7 to get the items on the game. Whatever. It wasn't terrible. I mean, I liked the world minus those 2 moments. Then we get to... Actually, before we get to the boss, we gotta... There's one big glaring thing we have to bring up about World 7. Oh, that. The secret world. The World of Warcraft area. It was... I mean, getting to it wasn't too bad. Getting through the World of Warcraft area wasn't too bad. Getting to the World of Warcraft area wasn't too bad. Oh, but then we have the boss. I don't want to... It's the Cheetahman. The Cheetahman, Jesus. What do I have to say about that? Besides that, the whole fight, except for like 2 attacks, is luck-based. And... it's the fight that took me the longest amount of time. First off, I spread out the whole time over 1 month. It took me 17 hours. And I didn't listen to anything different besides that song when I fought him. I don't like it. And I had like 1,700 deaths. But I finally beat him. And then, which, that was an achievement. Oh. That still, I think, might be the hardest boss in the game. Or it's tied, no, it's tied for the hardest boss. We'll get to that when we get to that. And then we have this boss. Oh wait, you won't be able to hear the sound because this fight's terrible. When you go with the teleporter. And you won't be able to hear. It's Mega Man. The boss is Mega Man, and... And this boss was quite the pain to figure out all the strategies for it. Still hate this boss, actually, thinking about it now. There's too much fucking Ringman. That's all I have to say about this fight. I hated Ringman. Ringman was the worst part of the fight. And that fight, don't want to think about it. I'll give it one more shot, though. But you barely shoot Mega Man during the fight. You only shoot him in 4 different occasions. Also, it's a lot easier to shoot him with Dark Boshy. Oh, thank God for that. Yeah, it's a lot easier, this game, with Dark Boshy. Too bad you get it when you beat the game, but I mean, that's just game design for you. This is really awkward silence. But yeah, Mega Man fight wasn't too bad. No, it was bad. What am I saying? Definitely one of the worst fights in the whole... Definitely one of the worst fights in the game. This is basically what the whole fight was with Ringman. I still died to him anyways. What's the point? What's the point? So yeah, Ringman, Mega Man fight, basically Ringman can suck it. That fight was not fun. God, we're 20 minutes in already. Then we got World 8, which was the Mega Man world, and that world I enjoyed almost all of it. The beginning with the guys you have to bounce off of was a pain to figure out, but it wasn't that bad when you figured it out. And then there's the big, glaring part of the world. The good level design. The very last area, the very last part of the world. Oh man, I did that when I beat that screen, I did it in a night. But it was terrible. And I died 700 times in a span of like half an hour. And it was unpleasant, and it was pretty damn difficult. With really precise jumps. But I pulled it through. It was hard. That's all I have to say for this whole game. It was hard. Very hard. But then we got the 8th boss, which I'll let you see the intro. Too bad you won't be able to hear the music because this one also sucks with the teleport room. Oh, okay. Now you want to play the music. You know what? Fine. It's Shang Tsung, which when I first fought this guy, I hated him. The first like half an hour of this fight, I hated this fight. But now, when I beat the fight, by the time I beat the fight, I loved it. It was a fun fight. This is really one of my favorite bosses in the game. Too bad I can't get past. I just want to get past Fireball attack once, just to prove that I can. Just let me once. Just give it to me this once. Oh, now see, this is what I mean by the music. One more try. I mean, I want to make it past Fireball attack, but you know what? I don't have to. Oh my god, just let me make it past the freaking Fireball attack once! Once. Please. This is dumb. No, we'll get to boss 9. Come on. Shang Tsung, man, I loved you. I loved you, fight. Why don't you let me just do it? Just give me it just once. For me, man. Buddy, come on, for me. One more try. See? Have to give him a little bit to get warmed up. blood? Okay, fine. But yeah, that was, freaking Shang Tsung. Fun boss fight. I liked it when it was a good boss. Then World 9 was the Kid Icarus themed world, which I can't really find anything wrong with the. Actually, yes, I can. The biggest problem with the Kid Icarus world was the glitch with the block pushing puzzle. I mean, the block pushing puzzle was a puzzle, and fine. If only sometimes the blocks push the direction you want them to. Like when you want them to push, when you try pushing them down, so you know, jump on them for them to go down, they go up. You have to restart the puzzle. Or when you want to push them up, they go left somehow. I don't even know. But that was probably the only issue I had to Kid Icarus world. Other than that, not that bad. Also, the spider so far appears in worlds 1, 2, 7, and now he appears at the very end of World 9. But then, the boss of World 9, actually, it was Ganon.
The greatest in Korodai. You will die, or else you will die.
I think I can safely say he was the easiest boss in the game, except I'm still atrocious at it. But yeah, of all the bosses, this one took the least amount of time.
You will die, or else you will die. You must join me, or else you will die.
But yeah, he has a randomized pattern, I think.
Join me in the greatest.
Whoops, I forgot. You know, see, I almost beat him there. I almost beat him there without even trying. I was trying to win.
You will die. You must join me, or else you will die. Greatest in Korodai. Join me in the greatest. Your face will die.
God, friggin', you can sometimes get unlucky. Like I got there, but I still almost pulled it through. But other than that, it's really not that bad of a fight. I really like this fight. Well, there's also a glitch for this fight. I think if you mash one, that's not the skip button. I want to see if the glitch actually works.
Face the greatest in Korodai. You will die, or else you will die. Your face will die. Your face will die.
Yeah, there's definitely a glitch. If you mash one, yeah, that glitch. I'm gonna see if I can pull it off correctly.
You will die.
That's not really good. Actually, it wasn't a good spot by Susan.
Your face will die. Your face will die.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to mash with the glitch. I'm gonna try one more legitimate attempt. Link will die. Okay, Link will. I will gladly have Link die.
Greatest in Korodai. Your face will die. You must join me, or else you will die. Join me in the greatest.
Damn it! Okay, fine. I'll gladly take him down to 19 HP. Okay, World 10 was the Ninja Gaiden world. Now this world, it was one of, I'm gonna say, probably the hardest platforming in the game. I mean, yeah, there was a good level design, but it was only one screen. World 10 was just so really precise platforming, which made it difficult to say. There's a few parts of it. By a few parts, I mean every screen, every save when you got to it. Unlike most of the game, where like you sometimes you make it to the save and you're like, it's okay, I did it, and then several times you're like, yeah. Freaking World 10, it was every time you made it to a save, it was a celebration It was a hard world, but it was very satisfying when you made it to a save. Then there was the boss of World 10, boss 10, which was missing though, and it's this boss. The reason why it's difficult is because it's just a luck, but it's just all random, the pattern. Like, Hydro Pump on one end is probably the worst thing ever. That's the first time I ever avoided that! Oh my god. That was weird. I've never avoided that before. That was probably, oh my god, that was, I'm gonna die now. It's fine. Okay, fine. I don't want to attempt that boss anymore. Actually, I'll attempt it once more, but that's weird. I've never done Hydro Pump before. But, yeah, it's all random. There's one, it was kind of a pain. But it was a fun boss. I actually really like this boss. Rock Throw was one of those attacks that I didn't really like that much. But I'm able to do it. I'm able to... Actually, that was the only attack I never avoided with the fight, Hydro Pump. So you know what? I've avoided every attack in the fight, so I'm satisfied. And he just did Rock Throw second time. You've gotta be kidding me. You've gotta be kidding me. Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. Yeah. Oh, confusion again. You just want to kill me. You just want to give me a false sense of hope. Yep, you did. Well, that was World 10. World 10 wasn't too terrible. I mean, the boss wasn't too terrible. But then we have World 11. World 11 was the Mario Desert World, which had a weird screen shaking effect. I actually really liked World 11, but I mean, 'cause it was a puzzle-based world, entirely puzzle-based. It was legitimately fun, some of those puzzles. But then there was the tower, Solgren's Tower. At the end of World 11, there was Solgren's Tower, which was a rising platform up. All you had to go was spike weaving, and there was piranha plants that shot lasers at you. That was an insanely unpleasant experience. But you know, I pulled through somehow. World 11, I somehow made it through the tower. Then there was the final path after you beat the tower, and that was, I'm gonna be completely honest, kind of disappointing, because it's the final path. It should be insanely difficult. But I think it's the easiest platforming in the whole game. I think it's even easier than World 1. That's kind of sad, but the more that makes up for it with the final boss. What do I gotta say? That's final boss. Oh. Let's just watch the intro real quick and be sad. Look at that death count. I'm just as soon as the intro ends, I'm getting out of fight. So I'm not trying. I'm not gonna attempt it. I'm not at all. Okay, Solgren, the final boss. It says 1,530 deaths. But I tried a little bit on easy mode, which, like, by a little bit, I mean 200 something times. So the final death count was about 1,800 something. That's more than the Cheetahman boss. Also, the time spent on Solgren was 14 hours. 3 hours less than the Cheetahman boss. I'm just gonna say, that was the hardest boss in the game. Because I got to both Solgren and the Cheetahman in October. I beat the Cheetahman on November 3rd. And I beat Solgren on January 18th, I think? 18th or 19th. Jesus. Okay, but it was quite painful. I mean, 14 hours and over the span of like 3 months. Thinking that's not much. Maybe because I needed frequent breaks for Solgren, or else I would actually lose it and probably go insane. But, and then there was the prize room. Which, yeah, this was happy. This made me happy when I finally did this. It sucks that I didn't do it on hard mode. That's probably probably the biggest disappointment I didn't do it on hard mode. But you know what's out the end of the world. What's over here? Nothing you can reach. Good to know. But why would it let you rewatch the credits? That's kind of dumb. Right? You won't let you rewatch the credits, because there's the prize room, there's Solgren, and then there's the 2 teleport for Final Path of World 11. Then there's Boss Rush. What I gotta say about Boss Rush? I ain't doing it! Yeah, no. Boss Rush is never happening. But, yeah, that's actually the game. This is Boshy. It's been a year. I started in September 2014 and finished in January 2016. This was probably the hardest. This is the hardest game I've ever beat, and I want to say ever will beat, but I'm probably gonna go harder. I'll find a more difficult game. I have a few I want to try. But the thing is, do I really want to? The thing is, can't I just be satisfied with having Boshy be the hardest thing I've ever done in gaming? Of course, I mean, I want to say that, but I don't feel like I should. Almost wanted to roll 10, I would have shot someone. But is this the tutorial? Yeah, that's the tutorial. But that's it. That's actually Boshy. The whole experience explained in 40 minutes. I wish I could go more into detail, but you know. That credits though was probably the greatest. That song in the credits was amazing. Everything about the credits just was great. I love the credits. But, you know, it's over. What else is there to say besides thank you all for watching. And I'm the Boshy. Finally. After a year and a half. But, yeah, I'll see you all in the next Let's Rage. Yeah, see you on the next Let's Rage. Which, you know, I was debating between 2 of them. I decided on this one for good reasons. But yeah, see you all then.